Hello everyone, my name is Peter Kibet and this is my informative speech. Sleep. When we talk about the word sleep, what crosses your mind? Oh, I'll tell you, it's this word that you use on a daily basis, but do we really know what sleep really means? On a daily basis, we tend to get exhausted and feel tired, and our subconscious mind tend to register to our conscious mind that we need some rest. But simply what your brain is telling you is go get some sleep. So let's define this sleep. Sleep is simply a state of rest in which our body and brain slows down their activities to promote growth, memory, and repair, and all of this are in a circadian rhythm. So, how many hours should a person sleep? How many hours should you sleep? Should I sleep? So, researchers suggest that a normal adult should have a minimum of 6 hours and a maximum of 8 hours. So should have a bound of these hours between 6 hours to 8 hours. That's how an adult should sleep. That's how much an adult should sleep based on the researchers. And how much sleep should teenagers get on the other hand? The researchers still suggest that teenagers should have hours of 8 to 10 of sleep. This is because they are growing, their mind is developing, and so it is essential for them to have 8 to 10 hours as suggested by the researchers. Okay, exhaustion. Our brain experiences exhaustion, and exhaustion is in this case in two different parts. We have mental exhaustion and physical exhaustion. So we tend to get either exhausted mentally or physically. Now here's an example. When we study hard, we tend to involve our brain more than our physical self. And when we involve our brain more, we tend to tire our brains compared to our physical. And on the other hand, take an example of running. If you say you want to run, okay, you will get to involve your physical self more than your mental self, more than your brain. You will involve muscles moving, and so you can get exhausted either mentally or physically, and all of this can bring about sleep. So you can have a full day of studying, and you still will get some sleep because you are mentally exhausted. And you cannot study and decide to go out and do some workout for the whole days for some hours, and you'll get exhausted still, which both of these bring about sleep. Yeah. So consistent sleep increase melatonin production. Melatonin is a hormone responsible for influence of sleep. It's a hormone that brings about sleep. So if we lack a consistent sleep schedule, we will be tampering with our melatonin production, and therefore we won't have a good consistent sleep. So as we increase our melatonin production, we increase ourselves. As we increase our melatonin production, it tends to alter our bodies, and we are not able to get sleep anymore because the melatonin production has gone high. So consistent sleep also increase our productivity. We get to be productive because you have a consistent sleep schedule, so your body gets the rhythm, and there you get to be productive daily, and you'll just be good and smiling because you're relieving yourself of your stresses. Okay, so also consistent sleep improves performance in exams. So for instance, you have not been having good sleep lately. So you've not been having good sleep lately, so you won't be on top with your examinations, you won't be up on your game. So you need a consistent sleep schedule to be able to do well in your exams. Now, I want to give you just some little tips on how you can promote sleep. So we can avoid caffeine before sleep. If you want to sleep, we should avoid caffeine, really avoid it. We can also avoid blue lights, and when we talk about blue lights, we talk about our devices, our phones. Keep them away, our laptops. They tend to alter melatonin production, and therefore you won't get sleep. We can also, during the day, if you want to get some rest, some sleep, during the day, we could close our curtains, because when we close our curtains, then our brain registers, it alters our circadian rhythm, so our brain registers that it is time to sleep, and therefore melatonin won't be released because you have closed the room of the light. So in all of this, I'd sum it up and say, let's be mindful of our sleep patterns, because it is essential for our growth. Thank you.